So every summer, my family and I go on a camping trip to the White Mountains of Arizona. While out looking for firewood with my father-in-law, we found a really nice dead and downed aspen tree. I had a project in mind, and that was to build a swing for my daughter. The first step in this process was to cut a big, thick slab of wood out of this log. It is important to note that aspen is not necessarily the best wood to build out of, but it is a soft wood and it was very easy on the chainsaw chains. I didn't have to sharpen them at all during the process of building this swing. Once my board was complete, now it was time to mark the joints that I was going to use. I started out with box joints, but had intended to do dovetails. You'll see in the next clip that I've changed those box joints to dovetails. You can see them right there. Just using an extra chunk of wood to act kind of as a vise. We'll call it a foot vise in this case. And for you safety Sallies out there, I understand this is a dangerous process and that my foot is close to the chain. But life is not without risk, and without a little risk in life, there's often very little reward. A little fine tuning with the chisel and the joints are coming close to being finished.
So after I marked the insides of my dovetails, I'm just going to mark up here to try to connect them. This is all done by hand, so hopefully it's going to end up being a pretty tight fit, but I'm sure there's going to be some gaps. So if you'll see right there, this is going to be the piece that's remaining, and I'm going to have to do some extra chiseling on both sides. And then this middle piece and this edge piece are going to stay out. But that way, this is going to mate up with the backrest of the eventual swing.
After sawing, just a little more chisel work on the seat portion, and both sides are going to be pretty close to done. Now both sides are pretty much done and the fit is pretty close. It's not quite as tight as I would have liked it, but I was a little concerned about the wood splitting if I had it too tight. But overall it fits together pretty nicely with a couple little gaps. For the sides of the swing, I decided to use one of the scrap pieces and just cut it in half. I figured it'd make nice bases for the armrests. I had originally intended to attach these with wooden dowels, but I decided I wanted my daughter to actually be able to swing on this sometime during the camping trip. So nails it was, and they served their purpose well. Just putting on the armrests here, and it should just be about done.
Just really little. There you go.
I'm trying to do higher. I'm trying to do higher. I kissed Georgie. Thank you. Georgie, thank you.
Okay, now push him.
Thank you. Thank you, Marley. Good job. Good job. Good job.